Hi, welcome to another Alexandria Lakes Area Ice Fishing Report. Today we're going to talk less about ice conditions because we're finally starting to get some good solid ice and people are starting to get out a little bit and move around. Let's talk about fishing a little bit more. One of the things that I always do when winter fishing, because in Minnesota we can use two lines in the winter, I will jig out of one hole and in the other hole I'll fish a bobber. And what I like to do is I say that my jigging hole will call in the fish, and lots of times the fish will hit the spoon, but if they won't, lots of times they'll slide over and make it, maybe take a crappie minnow or a fathead underneath the bobber. A couple things are important when fishing a bobber. The first one is this. I like to weight the bobber down so that it barely floats, or with the Ice Buster bobber we can actually pinch off some of the bobber, but a bobber that barely floats is important because when a fish goes to pull on that minnow, grabs that minnow and gets that hook, when they start to swim away, if the bobber sits up way high in the water, it's actually too buoyant, there's too much resistance and the fish let go. By having a bobber that barely floats, it easily slides under the water and the fish aren't spooked by the buoyancy of the bobber. The other thing I always do is I change bait often. This is a live bait presentation and the bait's got to be alive, so don't be afraid to switch out your minnow every 10 or 15 minutes or so. Get out on the ice, now's the time. And as always, remember to include a youngster in your next outdoors adventure.